Moldova's ruling Party of Action and Solidarity, PIS, has claimed a decisive parliamentary victory in an election widely seen as the country's most consequential since independence from the Soviet Union. With nearly all ballots counted by early Monday, the pro-European formation led by President Maia Sandu captured roughly 50% of the vote, securing an estimated 55 of the 101 seats in parliament and ensuring another term of single-party rule. The ballot was framed as a stark choice between deepening ties with the European Union or a political turn back toward Moscow. The main challenger, the Patriotic Bloc, a coalition of Russia-friendly parties headed by former President Igor Dodon, trailed with about 24%. Other smaller parties, including the Russia-leaning Alternativa Bloc and the populist Our Party, failed to mount a serious challenge. Speaking after casting her vote on Sunday, Sandu called the election a moment of destiny for the nation of 2.4 million.
Moldova will have the chance to strengthen its democracy, to protect its space, and to continue its EU integration path.
The victory clears the way for Sandu's government to push reforms aimed at qualifying for EU membership by the end of the decade. But the contest was marred by allegations of Russian interference. Moldovan officials accused the Kremlin of orchestrating a tsunami of disinformation, clandestine cash flows, and cyberattacks designed to sway the outcome. Authorities reported bomb threats against polling stations in Belgium, Italy, Romania, Spain, and the United States, as well as cyber intrusions against the Central Election Commission's website. Prime Minister Dorin Rasian said all attacks were detected and neutralized in real time, adding that none disrupted the vote. Moscow has denied any role.
We all know that the Russian Federation has been heavily involved in the elections of the Republic of Moldova. I have spoken, and our institutions have spoken about various methods, starting from attempts to buy votes, and hundreds of millions of euros have been spent for this. I have spoken about the training of young people from the Republic of Moldova to organize violence, destabilizing actions. We have all seen how Moldovans were recruited and trained to produce and distribute false content. And all this so that Russia can seize power in Chisinau and use the Republic of Moldova for its own purposes. Now, Moldovans must decide for Moldova, and today is the day when we must protect our country.
International concern over Moldova's stability was voiced by Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy, who highlighted past failures to support countries under Russian pressure.
It's important to remember how the world once ignored the need to help Georgia after Russia's attack, and how the moment was missed with Belarus, how Moldova must not be lost, Zelensky said. For Europe, supporting Moldova's stability is not costly, but failing to do so would come at a much higher price. We must help Moldova now with funding and energy support, not just wars or political gestures. We must not forget about protecting the rights of people and the rights of nations in regions where these rights are under threat.
Despite the clear result, tensions remain high. Dodon rejected the outcome and called for protests outside Parliament, alleging, without evidence, that the government planned to manipulate the final tally. Security services warned of potential provocations and said they were monitoring attempts to incite unrest.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to Mirror Now.